Okay, welcome back to my podcast. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my page on YouTube, Kudzi Madziro podcast. I want to say something. I want to speak about something that I always see in Africa. I want to share something. I want to podcast something right now and right here. You saw the video title. How do you know this African is rich? How do you know? How do you identify that this one is a rich African? I'm saying Africans in general, or in African in general. So I'm going to talk about African people in general, no matter where you're coming from, your country or your nation. In African, as a Zimbabwean African, as a South African or Malawian or Zambia or from Ghana or Nigeria or Tanzania or Rwanda or Uganda, whatever country, whatever a nation, whatever your nationality, but as long an African person of African origin, African descent, this is what I'm going to address right now. So whatever country, whatever nationality, how do you know? How do you identify? How do you categorize? How do you classify? How do you brand an African as rich? This one is not rich. How do you label an African as rich and this one is not rich? Point number one, I'm going to give random clues, random ideas, or random hints, random tips as to how to identify, how to brand, how to label as rich African and not rich. Point number one, I can say, look at the car that they're driving. Look at the car that they're driving, the car that they own. I'm not talking about the car which was rented, that is on rent. No, not a rented car or a car under rent. No, I'm talking about a personal car, family car, or whatever private car that they're using as a family, or maybe a personal car. Look at the car that they're driving. What model, what brand is it? It can give you a random idea that I think this African person is rich, whether a man or a woman, whether a guy or a girl. Look at the car. Point number two, look at the dressing of the person that they're putting on. I'm not talking about fake labels or fake designers. I'm talking about fake clothing products or fake clothing items. No, I'm talking about proper dressing, proper clothing. If it's a designer, a correct design. If it's a label, a brand, a correct label. You understand? So look at the dressing. You can have a random idea. You can have a good idea. More or less for you to know, for you to categorize and identify that this African is rich from whatever country, from whatever nation in African continent, African region. You can know this one is rich based on the dressing. You can have an idea. It's a good tip that can help your mind, can help your brain, help your head to decipher, to deduce as to whether this one is rich or not. Right. Point number three, how you can know this one is rich. Look at the house where they're staying. Look at the house where they're staying. Remember, the best thing in life, the best resource that you can have, the best blessing that a person can have is the house where they are staying. Because you live there the rest of your life. You accommodate yourself in that house, in that home, the rest of your life as a family or as an individual. So look at the house where they are staying. Can give you a hint, can give you a clue as to whether they are rich or they are not rich. Or this African, is he or she rich or she is not or he is not? Look at the house. So these are basic parameters, basic symbols, or basic signs and symptoms that you can use as a methodology, as a very simple methodology, simple parameters to gauge, to judge as to whether this African is rich or not. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Maybe point number four. Point number four, just to add, even the friends of that person can give you a clue. Look at the friends, the kind of friends, the caliber of friends, the type of friends that they play with, that they surround themselves with, that they associate themselves with. The friend can tell you, the friend of that African person or that lady, that woman, that man, that guy, that girl, her friend or his friend or his friends, her friends, look at them, study them, research about them. They can give you information that, this African guy, this man, this woman, he or she is rich or he or she is not rich based on looking on their friends, judging from their friends. They can give you information, a good account, whether they are rich or they are not rich. You understand what I'm saying? So I think I'll end here. But some other things may not be really clear the way I want to express them. But just for a simple video, number one, look at the car, look at the house, look at the dressing, look on the kind of friends. So the car, the house, the friends, plus the dressing can give you a good idea whether this African is rich or not. As simple as that. There's no need to make this video complex. There's no need to make this video too complicated or too complex. No. As simple the way I've presented this information, these facts before you in this video. The dressing, the car, the house, the friends. I do not talk about money. I don't talk about education, even though it's also applicable. The money, the education, yeah, the qualification, the degrees, yeah, but I don't talk about that. Maybe land and buildings and business and properties, I don't talk about that, but it's also applicable in this video for the video title. How do you know this African is rich or this African is not rich? I'm done talking. See you in the next video.